Every Monday feels like an uphill battle, right? Weekend comes along, you relax, you drink, maybe you have some meals out, and then Monday morning hits. You're sluggish, your routine's broken, and you feel like you need to start all over again. But here's the truth. Mondays aren't about recovery. They're about momentum. And today I'll share my 3-step Monday momentum blueprint that keeps my clients consistent without sabotaging their social life. Firstly, let's fix exactly what the weekend did to your body. Now the truth is, drinking water alone isn't going to be enough for you to undo all the damage done at the weekend. So we are going to focus on hydration. However, there's going to be a few other things I'm going to mention that you might not have heard of before. So firstly, right, this is what I'm going to call step 1 of the protocol. Now this step 1 is the protein and hydration protocol, okay? Now, step number 1, before you do anything on Monday morning, I need you to drink 1 liter of water, okay? 1 liter. So if you get those big 2-liter bottles, I need you to drink at least half of that. This is going to make sure that you get hydrated after perhaps drinking or having a lot of sodium. It's going to help to flush out all of the toxins. But I want you to do something different to it. I want you to make sure that you add electrolytes. Now, without electrolytes, you can't get properly hydrated. You can find electrolyte in lots of foods, such as fruits. However, a lot of you guys eat too many fruits that contain electrolytes, like cucumbers, for example. So that's why I recommend you supplement on electrolytes. The brand I use is this one right here. I'm not getting sponsored, but this is the one that I would recommend you use, electrolytes. And then thirdly, and this is also very important, is to make sure that you have a high protein breakfast. High protein breakfast. This is really important because it's going to fill you up, it's going to provide your body with the much needed nutrients that you need, and it's going to kickstart your week the correct way. Now the truth is though, hydration, eating the right way, that is good, but it isn't enough, which is why I'm going to move on to the second step of the protocol. Eating a breakfast that's high in protein and fats, like eggs and beef mince for example, is actually going to release a lot of good chemicals for you throughout the entire day, such as dopamine. So this is super important. So examples will be things like, you could even have salmon as an example. That is perfect. So I'll write that down for you here as well. Salmon, eggs, steak, beef, these are all very good examples for your high protein breakfast. It's really going to help to kickstart your day. Now the truth is, while all of these things are important, after a long weekend on the booze or having eaten out. Now, while this is important, it isn't the only thing that matters, which is why I'm going to move on to the next step of the 3-step protocol. But the truth is, hydration alone won't fix this next problem. So the second step to my system is the reset training protocol. Now, after a heavy weekend, a lot of people feel the need to punish themselves with a brutal HIIT workout that they never typically do. And this is definitely something that I wouldn't recommend. You don't want your training to feel like a punishment. Instead, what I'd recommend, go for your typical workout that you're gonna do and make sure you get your steps in. The reset training protocol is what I do for my corporate clients when they have a heavy weekend of drinking. So number 1, do your normal workout. This is just about continuing the momentum and making sure that we pick up from where we left off. So no need for any excessive cardio, just do your normal workouts and get back on track. Number 2, make sure you get your steps in. So I'd recommend you go for a half an hour walk at least. Go for a half an hour walk around your local area and just enjoy it, because at the end of the day, this journey is about you and is about becoming the best version of you that you can be. So get your steps in, do a mandatory 30-minute walk. And then number 3, as I mentioned before, don't punish yourself. Just because you fell off track, it doesn't mean that you have to fall off the wagon. Don't punish yourself. We are gonna make sure we get back on track. One slip up doesn't define you, so don't punish yourself. So that's the reset training protocol. So this is the reset training protocol. It's not about calories. It's not about just workouts, it's about resetting your mindset. With that being said, the real change, it all starts up here. Now the final and the most important piece of the 3-step system is by far the mindset reframe. Look, just because you had a great weekend, you had a good time with friends and family, maybe you overindulged a little bit with the alcohol and the food, that doesn't mean that your journey ends here. This is just a part of life. It's okay to enjoy yourself every now and again. And yes, we do slip up sometimes, but that doesn't mean that you need to fall off the wagon. So the 3rd step to my process is the mindset reframe. So firstly, I need you to embrace the 80-20 rule. Now this basically states that 80% of the time you can be on track with your diet, on track with your training, and 20% of the time you can afford to be more flexible. So you can have that donut that you wanted to have, or the birthday cake for your child's birthday. That's absolutely fine, so long as you keep it to 20%, because that way the majority of your behaviors are going to lead you towards your goal. Secondly, it's very crucial to embrace the mindset of progress over perfection. An issue that I see all too often is that so many people are perfectionists. They want everything to be perfect. But in reality, life is never like that. We are human beings, we're not robots, so you can't expect yourself to be perfect. If you can just be right the majority of the time, if you can try your best and make progress and recognize the progress, you are going to be on the right track. And thirdly, just because you slip up, it doesn't mean you're a failure. If you lose the weekend, it doesn't make you a failure. So just bear that in mind. You can always start again. There's always going to be an opportunity for you to start again so that you can reach your goal. Now this is super important because at the end of the day, fat loss and weight loss journeys they're never linear, okay? Things can go up and down. So many things in life can happen. So it's very important for you to understand this mindset reframe so that when you do face challenges, you'll know how to get back on track. Now the truth is, when you master your Mondays, you're not just improving your health. You're actually improving your entire career. Because let's face it, whenever you take care of your body, whenever you take care of your health and show that you're someone who's disciplined, people can see that in you. You walk into the room differently. You walk in as a leader, someone who leads themselves. And that is definitely going to help you with your career. Now here's the thing. There's always going to be weekends where you overindulge and you enjoy yourself a lot. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's only something wrong with thinking that one weekend can ruin your entire progress, which is why I created the Monday Momentum Blueprint. Now, if you want a copy of everything that I just covered right now, you can follow me on Instagram, DM me, and I'll be happy to share it with you. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel where I post more valuable content such as this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what type of content you want to see more of, and I guess I'll see you next Monday.